Today I'm here to bring you guys a guide to crafting. Now this is from the Chinese server and before release, so when the game actually goes live I will try to make an updated version if it is needed. For now this is just to inform you guys of how crafting works in Revelation, so pretty much what to expect. This information comes from multiple guides that were translated again by Lofty, whose blog I will link in the description if you would like to read a more detailed guide on crafting, or my video just doesn't cut it for you. Now let's get right into it. From the start you have 5 primary professions: Alchemy to craft XP pots, mana pots, buffs, and resources for other professions. Then you have Lumberjack or Carpentry, which allows you to craft wood items that are required for guild-based defense. Blacksmith that allows you to craft chests, ingots, and tools, and tailoring for making bags, feathers, and of course all of these professions I just listed help make resources that can be used for other professions. Last you have Culinary for buffs and food for HP and MP. Now I mentioned bags, and if you are familiar with World of Warcraft or Guild Wars 2, bags help increase your inventory depending on how many slots the bag contains. You also have secondary professions being fishing and treasure hunting. In game I've came across an instance that takes you to a beautiful island for fishing, and I think a lot of you who enjoy life skills will really like this. Aside from these 7 professions I listed, there is also gathering, which is required for every character and leads into these professions because you can't craft wood items without gathering wood. Every profession has 9 levels, with each level having an XP bar. As you level the profession, the XP bar will increase, and as it increases you will earn points. You can distribute these points into different skills for that profession, allowing you to pick up new resources or learn new recipes. There is also a mini tutorial to help you out if you are confused. There are 9 total skills or builds for each profession, and you can activate a specific build once your profession XP bar is completely filled. And of course you can expect each level of the profession to take more experience, just like leveling your character. Though I mentioned there are only 9 levels to each profession, they can be advanced to a 10th level after receiving a quest that asks you to acquire 3 items. Now those are professions, so if you want to succeed in this game or make decent income, it would be wise to start early on and chop trees, gather bushes, or snag whatever resources you see. There is an auction house, but there are also player-made shops that you can usually find in big cities and around crafting NPCs, because players are trying to get their materials sold that they know you will need. So before buying stuff on the auction house, check as many player shops as you can and see who has the best prices. Now let's talk about gear crafting. You will craft your very first set between the levels of 40 and 49. Then you will recraft these pieces from level 50 to 59, then 60 to 69, and finally 70 to 79. All of it will be done in a small village above the starter city. So to give you guys an example, for crafting your weapon you can talk to this NPC who will let you craft a level 37 yellow weapon, and following the quest a level 49 weapon using the 37 as one of the materials. He has 2 tabs, so depending on the class you can craft an offhand too. The NPC on the right will let you craft your entire set of gear, one dialogue box showing armor, the other showing jewelry. For those pieces you can find most of the resources from the reputation vendors that are located nearby. If you don't have the resources, you can check the auction house for what you're missing. Now everything that can be crafted in-game probably isn't going to have all the materials available from rep vendors. Some of them will need to be farmed from dungeons and bosses, things like that, but for these crafted sets you get quests for, the materials aren't too hard to get. Other than gear crafting, you can also craft wings and mounts. Wings can be bought off the cash shop in the Chinese version, but they can also be crafted, which isn't the hardest thing in the world. It's just a bit expensive. There is an NPC that allows you to craft permanent wings using 2 materials. The primary material costs 100,000 cloud certificates, which is pretty high. The second piece are feathers that are a little expensive because you need so many. The way to obtain these feathers are by auction house, player shops, daily login rewards, daily reputation quests, and a chest from the cash shop, which I do not know if that will make it into our version. So for those of you who don't want to spend a dime, you can craft the wings you've always wanted. Dragon wings, demon wings, spider wings, Gundam wings, there's just so many to choose from. Now I mentioned earlier permanent wings. Damn, how many times am I going to say wings? So there are temporary wings in this version of the game, but with crafting you won't have to worry about losing them. Crafting mounts is much easier and cheaper than wing crafting. Again, this uses only 2 materials. The primary, which you can buy for 50,000 cloud certificates, and the secondary are green flask, which can be bought for cheaper than the feathers and can also be acquired the same way. So that is your guide to crafting, and in one of the next videos I will try to explain upgrading your gear, which is very interesting and a lot better than most games in my opinion. Again, this was all made possible by those who wrote these detailed guides and Lofty who helped translate them. Thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed this and would like to see more MMORPG or Revelation related content, consider subscribing to my channel and taking a look at my Revelation playlist. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you soon, friends.